Hey, my name is Jacob Jolliff. I used to tour with the groups Joy Kills Sorrow and then Yonder Mountain String Band after that. And then lately, mostly with my own group, the Jacob Jolliff Band. Though this summer, not a lot of touring with anybody, unfortunately. But I'm doing a lot of practicing. I always practice quite a bit, but with no gigs, I'm not really missing out on much by just holing up and shedding a bunch. So that's what I'm doing. I've been doing a lot of these live stream type of shows, and there's some motivation there to work on tunes I can pull off solo, be it jazz standards or bluegrass tunes or singing tunes. That has been really helpful to do one of those every couple weeks and kind of make a set list and then work on the tunes for that. I also study with a jazz guitar player. And so that supplies a lot of motivation for me too. And he's someone who's heard me play for 15 years and kind of knows my strengths and weaknesses, and he'll force me to work on those areas that I like to ignore. And so yeah, we mostly work on jazz tunes and trying to play in a more idiomatic way. But I mean, there's infinite stuff that I need to work on within bluegrass too. So for me, usually I either transcribe something or I listen to a bunch of bluegrass to get sounds that I like in my head, and then I let that sort of direct my practicing. Too many hours of practicing without stopping and listening to something, especially in the wake of not being able to actually play with people much. It only does me so much good, so I always have to stop and listen and kind of get inspired. So for me, each day starts with a cup of coffee and listening to some music until I'm so amped up on it that I have to go practice. That's not always transcribing, but it's usually something kind of inspired by that. Lately, Herbie Hancock. So I've been listening to a lot of him and watching a lot of videos of him, and then I try to funnel that into what I'm practicing. So working on some of his tunes and just trying to kind of capture some of that energy. Yeah, happy practicing to everyone out there. See ya.